did it. Let me move my drinks galore. Okay, let's take a few breaths up because that's always a nice way to check in. Hello. As you come in, good. Just start waking up that body. Oh my goodness. Inhale up. Oh my goodness. Yep, keep doing that. Great. It's a way to get a bigger breath. It's a way to wake up the shoulders, to wake up the hips. And up. And then let your hands come down comfortably and drop a shoulder and drop a shoulder. How low you go depends on what you did this weekend and how you're feeling today. Awesome, right? And left. And then we're going to round, extension, and flexion. Extension and flexion. Extension, beautiful, and flexion. So we're waking up our back, waking up our hips. Now we're going to take it in a circle. So imagine you're just a spatula on the inside of a mixing bowl and you're making yourself go around. Good. And then let's go the other way and around. Good. Welcome. Just taking your time to wake up your body. And then we're going to go all the way up. So round yourself all the way up. And we're still waking up a little bit. We're going to go up and over, meaning waking up the body, muscles, joints, circulation. It's also a good chance to see how do you feel this morning. Is anything tight? And up and over. Dynamic stretching. Up and over. One more time each. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to come back to a heel heavy squat. Your exhale is going to pull down, almost like you're pulling down a cable. Exhale, pull down. Good. Exhale, keep going. I am going to remove this so that I can show form better. Good, and pull. Now as you do this, your knee tracks with your second toe. Your heels are heavier than your toes. Your glutes, so back here, should be firing. Inner thighs, hips, down and up. Now we're going to take two more and then we'll hold a little pulse. So go down here and you can add a little pulse. 10, 9, good. Heels heavy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come back up. Nice. Now let your toes be underneath your heels. Go up and down. Now both heels lift and lower. And inhale and exhale. You got it. So what you're doing is waking up those calves, waking up those ankles. You're going to feel each toe has equal weight. The body's tendency is to push out on the pinky toe, but you don't want to do that. You want to have each toe equally weighted. Your knees are soft, and when you're lifting up, you're making sure you don't get overly swayed. When your arms are overhead, it's easy to get overswayed, but you don't want to do that. So go up and down and up and down and up. You got it. And down. Now that could be your backup plan. I'm going to offer a squat though, if you can, a chair squat. Both heels are heavy. Your arms can come forward. I'll show you why. Because your booty is so far back, you want to imagine there's a chair behind you that you're sitting into, that someone's pulling away from you. Yeah. 5, good. You can still lift your chest. 6, nice. So if this doesn't serve you, just do those calf raises that we did earlier. 8, 9, and 10. All right, I'm going to show a very basic move at first. Just take a right leg lift and a left leg lift. So what this does was it's letting, and when you do this, you're upright. This lets you strengthen your psoas, your hip flexor. Also, it's strengthening this glute because you're balancing. This is your backup move. This is the move that's a little easier. If you'd like to add on, you're gonna tap back and then lift. Tap back. This is the second harder move. This is a harder move. So if this does not serve you, you do the first one. I think most of us can do that. You got it. And then I like it. You added the arms, right? And 5. Good. Tap, back, 6. So it's a bigger balance. Tap back, just the toes, 7. Tap back, 8. Tap back, 9. One more. Inhale and exhale. Now this leg, tap your toe back, maybe 4 feet. The further you go back, the harder, right? And then you lift up. You tap back. This leg's doing a lot of work to balance. So it looks like everybody's taking the second option. If you ever needed, you could do that first option. 4. But this leg's working in balance. 5. Your body's upright. 6. Tap. 7. Tap. 8. Tap. Very good. 9. Tap. And 10. Awesome job. You did great. Okay, let me show you the backup plan. Tree. And just hold for 10. This is going to be the backup plan. You can always make it harder by going higher. Good. So this is one-legged balance. This is really important to help prevent falls. Take an inhale. 5. Long exhale. Good. You're just breathing normally. If anything, you're actually calming down your breath because we were just moving with a higher heart rate. Let the hands down. Lift and spread your toes. Do the other side. Foot comes up. You can stay low for a modification or you can go higher. We're going to add on to this in a moment, so just enjoy. Now you're calming the breath. Your shoulder blades go down the back. Good. Jawline parallel to the floor. Hips are level. Knee is long but soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then lower that foot, hands together. Now we're going to add on. We're going to step to the side, do a 1, see how that's 1 squat, and then you come up and try to do tree. You go down, I'm showing modified, which is a smaller motion, and see how I had to tap, that's okay. 2, you can add on. It's a lot more to negotiate. 4, good. 5, try to balance. 6, 7, 8, good. Balancing. 9, you got it, Shree. Oh. We have 1 more. 10, try to balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. Make sure you have enough of your space. Like I'm just gonna move over so I'm more in the screen, but I'll do the modified. You step out, this leg gets a squat, this leg's stretching, and then you come up to a tree. Step out, sit booty back, come up. Good. You might be able to add on. So I had to touch, that's okay. You might even have to drag your foot or touch again like I did. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now hold it. Hold, find that place. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, we're gonna do a little lunge series, and it's gonna go like this. Step front, bend that front knee, and come up. Now go out to the side at 3 o'clock. Both legs. Now you're gonna go back, 6 o'clock. Oops. And up. Now this leg, go forward, lunge, up, side. Good, you can go as low or as little as you need to. Now the other leg, forward, side. Good, maybe you can make it bigger now because you know what's happening. Maybe you can add your arms. Other leg forward, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Also, this is good for our brain. We want to prevent neural decline. So you're trying to remember what comes next. Laying softly like a cat to keep healthy pliant fascia. Springy fascia. It's less wear and tear on the joints. So we got a few things going on. Heart rate's going on. Good knee alignment's going on. We have one more on each. Laying soft like a cat, like a mountain lion. Out to the side. Both heels heavy. Go back. Forward. Good. Outside. 9, 12, or 6 o'clock. Perfect. And now arms go up. Inhale. We're going to add on downward facing dog. When you're low, your feet go back. Walk it out. Bend one knee and bend the other. Now I'm going to move the camera in a little bit. If you need to do the same, do it. Cindy, I know you're new to this, but we also take drinks every now and then. So if you need a sip, grab a sip. We try to do like 6 to 8 ounces during a class. So take a drink if you want. And meet back. Walk that dog right and left. You're going to feel your calves. Now both heels are going to press. Hold 5. Good. 4. How are your legs today? 3, 2. Inhale. Now on your exhale, your knees come down. Take a cat and a cow. Round your back. Lift your sternum. Round your back. Lift your sternum. If you would like to keep doing this, do that. Otherwise, grow your toes under. Lift your knees 2 inches and then do cat-cow. Hovering cat-cow, or it's also called the beast. And it's called the beast because it's a lot harder. 5, then the cat-cow. 4, 3, 2. Lower the knees down and then take a big circle 5 times with your back. This is going to stretch out your back. We're also getting lymph nodes stimulated here. So go the other way. Get some white cells out in that body. 2 and 1. Now on the next move, left arm, right leg out. Take your elbow to your knee and then come back out. If you want this harder, lift up your left shin and your left toes and then continue. Round and extend, round and extend. So the easier option is left shin and left foot down for balance. The harder option is left shin and left toes off the floor. Your main goal is to keep getting back to that table in between the elbow knee touches. Table. Now your left hand and your right knee come down, you're in table. The main thing I see going wrong here is people kind of sag in their low back. So you want to feel that energy across the ribs. Right arm, left leg up. Easy variation, right toes down. Curl your elbow to knee. Harder variation, right toes, right shin off. Curl your right elbow to your left knee. Keep the breath. Do what you need to do. I'm looking at you. Good. 4, the toes and the shin off is a harder variation for balance. 5, shoulder blades strong on the left arm. 6, ribs aren't sagging at all. 7, Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. 8, 9, 10. Now, put the toes under, stretch out the toes, stretch out the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Belly down, grab your roller if you have one. If you do not have one, don't worry. So we're gonna be belly down. And I'm gonna show you a couple ways to do this. This is Swan. If you have a roller, your hands are on the roller or the forearms, pinky side down. Thoracic Extension. If you do not have this, you can take your hands on the floor and come up to a comfortable height. Less is more. Good, Cindy. Your shoulder blades can come down the back a little bit, Cindy. Just a little bit. Yeah. And come up. Beautiful, guys. Shoulder blades are down, and you're just working at your own pace. Your inhale lifts you. Your exhale lower. This is what helps prevent rounded upper back. This is what helps keep breathing capacity high. Stay up and hold. Good. Shoulder blades are down. 10, 9. Breathe into your upper back. 8. Good head position, Cindy. 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. 2 sets of 10. Inhale, press and lift up. 10. Building endurance, because these muscles are endurance muscles. They're supposed to keep our spine upright. Go down. Let's do this one more time. Up. 10. Good, Pam. That looks good. 5. And exhale. All right, let's sneak a child's pose in there. Push your hips back. Let your low back rest. Good. And if you have a roller, put it on your shins. If you don't, put your forearms on the mat and your toes on the mat. If you have a roller, put your shins on the roller. So hold yourself steady and just press your forearms strong. Make sure your low back's not droopy. You're in line with the shoulder. And hold another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pull your head back, Fayetta, 1 inch, and then chin tuck. There you go. That looks good. It should feel good. 3. Yep, you got it. You can feel it. 2. I love it. All right, rest any way you want to, which I like a child's pose and the shins on the foam roller, but do what you need. All right, come on back to your forearms and do plank. And if you can, if you have a foam roller, put your shins, toes towards each other, which is internal rotation. Bend your knees and then extend. If you don't have a foam roller, just hold your plank. Bend and extend. Either way, it's good. And Sarah, I cannot see you, but if you need a modification, let me know. 4, 5, 6, hands and knees, cat-cow would be a good variation. Do a modification. 8, 9, and recover. Let your shins under. Good. Cat-cow is probably a good modification anytime, or bound angle stretch. This one's going to be a pike. Your elbows come down. You can do this with or without the roller. You're going to come down and lift your hips like you're making a V. Up and down. You can do this without the roller. It just looks like that instead. But basically you're hinging at the hips. Or you're with that roller, you're hinging at the hips. All right, 5 more of something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover your knees, rest your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take that roller out of the way for a moment. Take your hands at your low back, and if you can, interlace them and hold on to your palms if you can. Lift up your upper back, lift up your arms. Now either lift your thighs or add a flutter kick with your legs. Hamstrings and glutes, building strength while you lift your upper back. Now you're going to feel your shoulder and your chest stretch. Good, Cindy. You're going to feel your upper back strengthen, and you want to keep pulling your belly away from the floor like there's a piece of ice. Or another cue would be hold your belly tight so you don't get too lordotic or too inwardly low back swayed. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Switch pinkies on the outside. Now palms together. Lift up your upper body. Lift your arms. If you can, flutter kick your legs. If not, just leave them there, elevated. Modification, toes down. 10, 9, keep breathing. 8, every time you inhale, you should be going up. You should feel that easily lifting when you do the inhale. 3, 2, good, head position, guys. And let's take a child pose. Now in this child's pose, take your fingers over to one side and stretch out that lat. Breathe into that rib cage. 5, pinky to hip. 4, 3, 2, open up that armpit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now close that armpit, walk to the other side. Open up that armpit. And then come back. Now this next thing is going to be a side plank. You could be on your elbow, and if you would like, you can use your foam roller at the ankles. If you have, and Sarah, I can't quite see, if you have anything with your arm that you can't do, you can always do double leg lift, which looks like this. So here's the modification, and here is the challenge. So you choose. 10, good. 9, 8, 7, good. 6, you can also do it without the roller. 5, 4, you can also modify on your hip. 3, 2, now lower with control, meaning your hip, not your shoulder. You never want to collapse at your shoulder in a plank. So take it to the other side. Angles. Good. All right, you could be modified on your hip or your knee or doing double leg lift. And up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now let your foot down. Now take your feet on your roller or on the floor. I'm going to move in a little bit closer so I can see all of you well. Good. Feet down on your floor or on your roller. So for an example, I'm going to put the feet on the roller. Curl up and down bridge. This is a great opportunity to articulate the back. Curl up, curl up. Good. Now, if you're on a roller and you want it harder, point your toes down towards the floor instead of letting them point towards the sky. It's going to make it harder. Now, if you would like, stay up and just hold, or if you're on the roller and you want a little added bonus, push the roller away and then pull it in. Push the roller away, put it in and out. 10, Now stay put, add a 2-inch lift where it's called a pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your spine, take your hands to your feet or your toes if you want to open them up, and take happy baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, let the feet down. Now you're going to lift up the right leg. If you would like a modification, put both feet back down on the floor or the orbit. Go up and down. Point and then flex with the top foot. Point and then flex with the top foot. Point the foot, flex the foot. So cognitive decline prevention here. One more each. And right foot down. Now the left foot's up for your option. Point and press up, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. That foot comes down, lower your spine, take your hands to your inner feet and knees wide, bound angle supine. Rest your neck and head when you can. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your feet go long on the orbit. Your calves are on the orbit near your ankles, but you can also do this on the floor, heels on the floor. Soften up your knees at least an inch. Exhale, lift your booty, lower. Lift, this is not a huge lift, but you want it to be more hamstring and glute, more hamstring, then low back. You don't want your lower back to hurt. Go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Exhale, down. Stay up and just hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. Now take your hands to your feet. You may stretch out your knees a little longer here and get a bigger stretch. I'm going to move away from the wall and hold. 10. Anchor your sacrum. 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your right hand to your right foot. Let me show you a couple things you can do. One is just a basic stretch, holding on to whatever you can, your calf. But if you can hold on to your foot, take your 2 fingers. And there's a hamstring stretch. If you would like, tuck your chin, lift your shoulder blades, and lift your left leg. Now, any of those options are fine. You want to find what works for you. 10. But if you're in the harder variation, you're holding on to your hamstring stretch, your left foot's off the floor, belly pulling in, getting a calf stretch. 2, 4, 3, 2, good hand, and then let it go till you can switch to the other one. Either take a hamstring stretch or lift up your other leg and lift up through your hamstring. Stretching, good. Lift up a little higher, Cindy. Yeah, a little higher. Shoulder blade totally off the mat. Yeah, and tuck the chin. You're probably looking at those toes that are hovering. That way your neck doesn't hurt. A backup plan would be to put your hand behind your head or to just rest your head all together and not add that part. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Feet in the air, and I want you to do either a bicycle like this with your head down. See how that can still work the abs. Or if you can add on and lift up your shoulder blades off the mat so that you're not in your neck, you're just barely, you're working your neck, but you're not stressing it. Add rotation. Exhale. If your neck hurts, it's probably because your shoulders aren't high enough off the mat, or you want to look down between your legs. If it still doesn't help to do that, leave it down and don't do this. Pull your toes back. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Now just hug your legs in and move those little ankles And move them the other way. And then point and flex. And point and flex. Your head can be resting on the mat here between. All right, lift up both legs, hands on the floor like a frame. Take a little pair of scissors with your legs. Do you feel how that's already abs? If you're not sure, put your hands there. If you want more, make it a bigger scissor. If you want more, lift up your shoulder blades. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull your toes back for a bonus set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Recover. Hands to feet. Pull your knees down on either side. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to take the hands underneath the thighs, and if you want, just come up like a little turtle. That's a little abs, but if you can, roll up, pause, and then back down, and roll up, pause. And if you want it harder, hold on to your shins, get a little smaller. Just 3 more. 3, 2, pause, 1. Now you're balancing. If you would like to make it harder, take your hands, clap them together, wrap them under your feet, and try to clap your feet together. You can be all the way up seated. Yeah. All right, if you can and you want to add on, take your hand to your foot or your ankle and stretch out one leg. Switch the other, stretch out the other. Now can you do both? Hold. 10, try to balance. Good. 9, shoulder blade down the back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good, Pam. 2, if you can, legs together. Yeah. 10. Feel your abs balancing you. 5. Breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Take a sip if you would like. We're going to do a little bit more Swan for the amazing posture muscles that keep our back upright and build bone density in all the good places. Neck and upper back. A little bit of hip contraction here too. You're going to hover your upper body without the hands. I want you to feel how high you can get without your hands. That's your upper back, your lower back. Now you're going to push your hands into the floor, and while keeping your shoulder blades down, go up. Good, I just want to take a look. Looks good. All right, inhale. Now as you exhale, lower yourself down, but keep your shoulder blades down. Rest your head, lift up both legs. Lower your legs, lift up your upper back, then let your hands assist you. So it's almost like you're the bottom of a rocking chair. As you lower your torso, your thighs go up. As you lower your legs, your upper body goes up. As you lower your torso, your legs go up. Legs down, upper body. Then the legs. And then the upper body. And then the legs. Good. So you just at your own pace. Good. Nice. Most of the time our activities are forward and we get drawn forward. So we want to strengthen the back body. All right, find a place that looks good and hold. 10, 9, 8, good. 7, elbows point down. 6, neck is long. 5, 4, 3, chin tuck a little, Cindy. 2, yeah, just a little chin tuck. Yeah, that's it. Inhale and exhale. Lower. Now take the toes down and act like you're doing a breaststroke. You're going to lift up your heart and let your hands go all the way down to your thighs since we're not actually swimming. And go forward in the arms and lift up every time. Inhale. Good. Up. Try to stay up until your hands touch your thighs. Stay up, lift up, feet are pushing down, lift up. Good, and up. 2 more, up. 1 more, up. Hands down, leave them down at the hips and lift up. Up in the heart, 4, 3, 2, child pose. Now, this time you can open up your knees, let your belly go right in the middle. Bend your elbows, pat yourself on the back, and hold this child's pose with the bent elbows. 5, you might feel a little bit more triceps. 4, 3, 2, and then bring your hands back down. And I'm showing all fours push up on purpose. You're going to be in all fours, bend your elbows, and if you'd like, come off, spring up, and get some plyometrics. We do need, I know a lot of times we do a lot of forearm things, but we do need a little strength in our wrist in case we fall. We want the wrist bones to have some density. Spring. Now, if that's too hard, just do this normal push-up that's kind of like a cube, or put your knees out. But anyway, otherwise, just keep on going. Elbows in tight. You can feel the elbows on your ribs. 5, spring. 4, spring. 3, 2, and Shireen, since you're doing it, I'll show you. You can come all the way up. Those of you that want more, all the way up. Yeah, all the way up. So this is an option. If you need to child's pose, up, up, plyometrics, 3. Also, if you don't use fast twitch muscle fibers, they decay, they atrophy. So we want to keep those fast twitch fibers happy. All right, child's pose. Rest, you did so good. Your heart rate might be up. Bend your elbows if you'd like to add a tricep, pat yourself on the back. Tricep stretch, 5. And 1. Okay, go to your side. Let your arm be your pillow. Speaking of bone density, let's draw a line up our leg. Go up, pull your toes down, lift up, feel your waist, pull your toes down. So we like to prevent, the top 3 places where people get bone fractures is generally hip, neck, and wrist. Go the other way. So we like to do things that build bone density everywhere, but in those places. Up, 2, and 1. Now, you're going to tap in front of your leg and tap behind, and let the toes be the thing that touches, like a hot potato, and then go high, hot potato, high. This way should be working. I've got some little speed to this. Go up high though. Make sure you're not cheating the height. 7, 8, 8. The toe is down to work that abductor. 9, 9, more than the quad. 10, 10. Now this leg goes ahead of the other one. Do the top potato on the bottom leg. Toes, 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 toes. We're doing the speed a little more on purpose, but soften the neck. 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Same thing, but pull your toes back. 10, 9, jump over a moon. 8, neck soft. 6, 5, 4, 3, belly in. 2, breathing. 1. All right, let's do everything on the other side. Arm underneath. Good. Take a pillow if you need. Draw a line up your leg and flex down. Now point up, flex down. You see how we're trying to add that foot and ankle? When you flex down, spread out those toes as much as you can. Span those toes. Now switch it, toe up, heel down, flex, and spread out those toes. 2, up, 3, 4, 5. Now, tap toe front, lift up, tap toe back. Feel the waist pull in. Tap, 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 tap. Toe down. Waist in. Waist pulls away from the floor. All right, and then we're going to take this leg out. Let the bottom leg tap. Jump over an imaginary fence. Belly in. Neck soft. These are also important for balance, your inner thighs. Also, we're working in a different plane. Usually we walk and do things in the sagittal plane. Okay, lift up your toes, pull them back, spread them out, spread out those toes. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Perfect. Lie on your back. Take your legs up. Now, can you lift your pelvis off the floor without kicking your knees? I'm just going to look to make sure what I see. Good. Up. Right. The other part, you can do the upper body in a crunch. Now, what you can do is put those moves together. So that's the offering. Do what you can, either the lower or the upper or both. Up, up, up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do that again. When you're ready, 10 more repetitions. 10, 9. Now, if you're doing the double crunch like I'm showing, you're not putting your head down between. You're keeping your shoulders up. That way you don't have to pick up your head every single time. Good. With your neck muscles. Recover. We're going to do that. Rest. And then do that one more set of 10. Here we go. Come on up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hug. Rock a little. Good. All right. Your option here is to take the legs in a fabulous bicycle ride. If your head is low, you can still feel your abs by taking your legs further away. If you would like, bicycle up, tuck the chin, and come on up. And come on down. If you want it harder, get your arms out of it. Crossing them on the chest will get them out of the equation. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, and maybe 2 more. You can just rest and hug your legs if you need to. Have a backup plan. 1 more. Nice. And then take your ankle to thigh and reach your hands through and rock a little. This is a great stretch. If it feels like your head's coming off the floor, use a pillow or put your foot up against the wall so you don't have to struggle so much to reach. Let your exhale get rid of any tension. Now while you're here, spread out all your toes as big as you can. Relax, spread them out as big as you can. Relax, spread the toes as big as you can. Relax, spread. Relax and spread. Relax your feet and just focus on your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the other side, ankle to thigh. Feel that hip relax. All right, spread out your toes and relax. Spread out your toes and relax. Spread out your toes. Relax. Spread them out as big as you can. Relax. Spread them out. And relax, and then just enjoy the hip stretch. And then take your left leg long on the floor. Take your right knee across and let your hand act like a paperweight. Let your right arm do 3 large circles to stretch out that shoulder. 2. And on the third one, find a really good place that feels good, like a T or a Y. Slowly take it to the other side when you're ready. Leg long, knee down twist on the left leg over. Take your left arm in 3 circles. Hold that last one out like a T or a Y. Come back to your backside, lift up your right leg, and hold on to that hamstring stretch in the air. You're welcome to use a band if you would like. You can take that leg across your midline a little bit and see if you feel that outer hamstring. And then go out a little bit like a V, or even just a couple inches will feel a different hamstring stretch. So we bring it back, switch it up, other leg. You can use your hand or you can use a band. Other leg pours down. Take the band across the midline a little bit. Whenever you're ready, you can go add a little bit. Whenever you're ready, just tuck both legs in, one hand per knee, and stir the pot each way. The other. And you can take a leg up on the wall stretch or a shavasana. So if you're doing legs up on the wall, you can take a moment to just rest, getting the blood flow the opposite way that it usually is, and just let yourself focus on the inhale. Let yourself focus on the exhale. Just follow the breath. And then with that breath, you're going to layer an intention of appreciation for your body for all that it did. A way of giving thanks to your body for all that it did, for all that it does. We're going to give a layer of appreciation with that breath to the mind for getting us here, for all the things that the mind does. And a layer of appreciation to the breath. And then a layer of appreciation to our outside world. Your shelter, your food, the beautiful day. We'll take a moment to wake up the fingers and the toes and to come up to a seated position that serves you, lifting up your spine. And then let one hand come to the heart and then let the other cover. There's this lengthen your spine but without any effort. You want to feel equal on the sit bones. Balanced weight forward and back or side to side, like you're a stack of stones on a trail, a cairn. Let that breath go to your heart. Letting yourself be in this present moment. Everything from the past and the future will still be there, but give yourself this moment of care. Layering that breath with your appreciation for your body, for all it did and all it does. An appreciation for your mind for all it did and all it does. And for the breath or the spirit for all it does. Just take a moment to rest in that sense of appreciation for yourself and then for your outside world. And notice that the next couple hours we'll set an intention of seeing that heightened sense of appreciation for ourselves and for the outside world, and how more appreciations are available to us with our receptivity higher. Whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come into that room. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you so much. Good to have you back, Cindy. Good to have everybody. Thank you guys so much, Vayetta. Thanks for coming, guys. Have a great day. Happy Monday.